Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Sager, and this is the Adopted Asian American. 大家好，我叫大金鹏. And today, if you can't tell, I'm taking a little bit more of a serious approach with this because the topic we're going to be talking about is going to be a little bit more touchy, and that's going to be about being alone. And being alone is something that everyone deals with, and it might be at varying degrees, but I think when it comes down to it, for adoptees, for especially BIPOC adoptees within transracial situations, they are going to be facing a lot of different challenges that they never even had a chance or a choice. But with that being said, when I look back at my own experience, I realized the things that I've been through have been very unique in my own regard. I grew up in New Hampshire where everyone around me was white. I grew up in a two dog, two parent household, and it was something that was unique to my situation. But what was furthermore unique was the fact that I, unlike many other Chinese adoptees, am a guy, and I didn't get adopted until I was 7 years old. For the first 7 years of my life, I remember just feeling alone. Um, Something that I realize now is I needed to take that time to realize being alone isn't a bad thing. In fact, in an article that I wrote called And My Eyes Are Open on Medium, which you can read from the link in the description, you'll see the fact that being alone is what allowed me to appreciate the good and the bad. It was what allowed me to appreciate the families that were walking and playing in a very peaceful country. And those are things that I would not have been able to appreciate had I been distracted with my own interpersonal relationships, whether it's with my friends' relationships or my parents. Those things are going to just go right over my head. And with that being said, I think a lot of these other stories that I'm hearing do still hold merit. All of these people are telling me that they feel lost and alone in the world. And that's not to say I don't feel any more secure in that regard. Of course, I'm still lost. Something that I strongly believe is that I won't ever be able to shake off this isolation and loneliness that I feel. Um, but dealing with it and making it not a negative is some challenge that we have to be able to try and get over. And some people can't get over that past, and I understand it. But allowing those things to be excuses for our own personal development and growth is something that I couldn't allow for myself. With all of that being said, you might still feel alone. You might actually still be alone. At the end of the day, I want everyone to know that I'll still be there for them. I'll try my best to be there for anyone who needs someone to talk, to get a drink with, to, I don't know, go on a walk. But as for my personal relationships, that is not to say that my parents aren't important to me. They are important to me, and I do love them. And when they're around, I don't feel as alone as I normally do. But no amount of familial love, romantic love will ever fix that feeling for me. And when it comes to relationships, the more I've dated, the more I've experienced, the more I realize that there are going to be very few girls in the world who can actually grab my attention. I have to accept the fact that most of them aren't going to. So I foresee myself being single for for a long time. But with that being said, my point is life is chaotic and we're all going to feel alone at some point in time, no matter what you've been through. Just know that I'm there for you if you need it. If you like the stuff that I talked about today, I know it was a lot more serious, but it was something that I felt was important for me to get the point across. But if you liked it or if you have any other suggestions, put it in the comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Changing the outlook as an adoptee is one of the many difficulties that we must overcome. The way we respond to our adversities is also unique, but each individual must realize their own agency in their response.